It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Jennings now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. On first down, here's Breida. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eluding the pressure right, and incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He may try and run for this. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Jefferson on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Breida.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this into Breida. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Breida on a toss left. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll run here with Ballage. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check.
He's coming. Double up.
Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
By the wide receiver.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3, Titans nothing.
Second down at 5. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
The Titan ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Complete to...
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
22 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Rouge Hill on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
from the 39, Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Tannehill's pass.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
8 yards to go.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Tannehill. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Tannehill's pass.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Tennessee.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football, if you're going to throw.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Titans have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Jennings now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the handoff, this is Breida. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. It's picked up by the Titans. It's a room to maneuver. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
4-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Breida. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Dolphins.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here I come. Here I come. Hey, Mike 20. Mike 20.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And throw right side complete to Parker. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Thrown away and incomplete.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
41-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Dolphins.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little.
And got his man complete. 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 74 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jennings now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The 38-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Tua. Wide open receiver complete. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
17 yards on that play for the Titans. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Titans 24, Dolphins 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jennings now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike, 53. 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Here we go. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking deep for Jennings. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Gary Jennings, 35 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Two and a throw again. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Khalif Raymond now. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A first throw for the backup, Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On first down, it's Tannehill. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's make these babies proud.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to an 8-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Tua now on 1st down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
16.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jennings now on the return. And fights through one man. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of
because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
On 2nd down, Tua. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be out right at the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A.J. Brown.
3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
He's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
What you doing, dog? What are you doing?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
It leads to second.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Hey, me and you, go. I'm coming after you.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Intercepted.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Tannehill. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.